Hey, I'm sorry. Anybody back there? Test one, test two, testing, testing, 1, 2. You want to put it on? Okay.
Hey guys, y'all there?
Yeah, I'm good. How are you doing?
Good deal. What's up, buddy?
Hey. We got a guest.
5 minutes, okay?
All right, preset.
Hey.
Hey, man.
What you doing? What are you doing?
What are you doing?
Nothing.
You want your dad to take a picture of you with that on?
Uh-huh.
All right, tell your mama.
Mama! Hey, Cecily!
Oh my gosh. Look what you got working with you here.
Hey!
What are you doing, bud? You putting it down? All right, put it down. My bad. There's a lot of stuff going on up here. Come here. Okay.
I'm Coach Jesse.
Coach Jesse?
Uh-huh. I'm big. I'm big.
Hey, what are you doing, bro?
I'm a baseball player.
You're a baseball player?
Uh-huh.
Well, we're going to talk to you on air in a little bit, okay?
Okay.
I'm going to pass the mic around, and everybody's going to say their position, their name, and their position, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Ready? You ready?
No, I mean, who's your favorite baseball player?
Right Hopper. Bye.
All right, see you, Jess. Oh, gosh, I don't want any kids. No kids for me. No kids.
We need to talk about the regionals, the baseball regional. Is that going to stick up here? Or?
We only got 2 out of 10.
Well, you know, Jacksonville State. Talk about Jacksonville State.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm saying.
I talked all that, and I thought we were going to be able to get, at least 4 to 5. I'm getting 2.
I said Jacksonville State be the one that ended up upsetting Ole Miss. They were one of the only ones that made it.
Got about 2 minutes, guys. 2 minutes.
What's that going on right there?
It's called a Juicy Couture.
Oh, shit.
Juicy Couture. Didn't you think so?
Juicy Couture.
Juicy Couture. Couture.
I am none of love.
Shut up, that. Thank you, dog. Yeah, shit. I mean, did you vote for Andy Cole?
Yeah. Oh. Well, what I didn't understand what they were freaking out about was he's Republican too, so it didn't really matter. I mean,
Or 5 to intro. 3.
It's a lineman. Here we go.
A Goodwater, Alex City, and the entire Lake Martin area. Kowaliga Country 97.5, a Lake Broadcasting station. It's time for the Lake Martin.
All right, when JJ gets done talking, your mics will go up automatically. I won't remind you.
Here.
So whenever JJ gets done talking,
Okay.
they're going to go up.
Brandon.
Land Insurance Group. Big on service. Good on service. Big on community. If it's sports in the Lake Martin area, we cover it. The Lake Martin Sports Roundup. Right now.
Good Tuesday afternoon to everybody, and welcome into the Lake Martin Sports Roundup presented by the Bland Insurance Group and Alliant Bank. Brett Pritchard and Sky Hardy here with you at JR Sports Bar and Grill, as we always are every Tuesday night. And we're glad that you've tuned us in on 97.5 Kowaliga Country to hear about some Lake Martin area athletics, all the way from youth. We got a youth team in here tonight that you'll have on that we're familiar with most of these boys here. I just left 9-year-old all-star practice, Scott, so getting our team ready to go to district in a couple of weeks, and hopefully we're going to be able to bring them on, and hopefully we're going to be able to bring them on in a couple of weeks as district champs. And, so we're excited about what we do here in Alexander City, and that's what this show's about. We want to hear from you, 256-234-6221, to be part of the program. And, Scott, again, you'll have them on, and we'll also have Tim Rape on with the quarterback club, football club, and then we'll also have Dave Jennings, the Central Alabama Community College golf coach, with us on the program as well. And he'll also come over to Sports Blitz later on with me and Luke. Central Alabama Community College golf, always one of the top programs in the country. So excited about this show tonight. Got a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, very rarely are we in here and we have one that's as jam-packed guest-wise as we do. As you can hear, we have some kids, T-ball, I guess they're 5- and 6-year-olds. They'll be joining us. We'll have Coach Mark Worthy and Craig Lee on as well, as you mentioned, Tim Rape, to discuss some ticket sales that they have going on and getting prepared for this upcoming season. And, again, Dave Jennings and the golf team, always a great program, and, again, another great season this year. But, again, I know that we have some regional baseball going on in Jacksonville State. One of our local players, Griff Gordon, who eclipsed the 100-hit mark this season for Jacksonville State, which broke a team-high ever record for Jacksonville State. So what a great season for him. But I know we'll go ahead and dive into some of the regional activity that's been going on in college baseball. Yeah, just to recap, and the reason we bring this up is because Griff Gordon did have a tremendous year Jacksonville State, and we're proud of him and his efforts, and this tells you a lot about what you and I can predict is pretty much nothing. I told everybody on this show last week that I felt like Jacksonville State they ended up in a good place, and I still think they ended up in a good place, and they made some noise in that regional, and I said that Ole Miss would probably be one of the teams that from the SEC that would have a chance of losing their regional, where there were only one of two that actually made it to a super regional. Everybody else failed except for Vanderbilt. So, you had top-ranked LSU, you had Florida, you had South Carolina, you had Mississippi State, who played in the championship series last year. My pick, Kentucky, was absolutely horrendous. That one blew up. And so you got the super regionals that are set. You got Alabama trying to bring the series even at 1 apiece tonight against Florida, as they got beat 5-0 last night. If Florida wins, it's over, and they'll be the College World Series champs. But Scott, just to recap, and this will be the only thing that won't be local tonight. It'll be here, and Luke and I will dive into some baseball regional talk and some more stuff about Sonny Galloway and some things going on down in Auburn. We got an action-packed show on live as well, but you got the super regional set now, and you'll have Texas Tech and College of Charleston. And one thing you noticed in this, there's a lot of 3s and even a 4 seed that made it in to the super regional round. And let me tip my hat to Alabama. They almost, after losing on day 1, 1-0, they come back and eliminate Florida State the next day, because Florida State lost their opening game. You want to talk about a team that laid an egg and just went on out that had a lot of momentum. And then Alabama won 2 games and fought back and had a chance to come out of that regional and fell short to a Kennesaw State team. It's their first ever appearance in a regional, but they move on as a 3 seed. But Alabama at least didn't go down quietly. They fought hard and had a chance to make it to a super regional. So I think Mitch Gaspard is safe at Alabama. There's no way as an Alabama fan or an Alabama administrator in that athletic department can you cut ties with Mitch Gaspard right now. I mean, they didn't have the best talent in the world, and they've made it to regionals and they've made it super regionals, and unlike Auburn, they haven't been able to do much at all. And there's still more controversy surrounding Sonny Galloway, but TCU and Pepperdine will get together in a super regional. Louisiana Lafayette moves on. They move on, and that Mississippi State regional, and they win. And they'll play Ole Miss in that super regional. Virginia and Maryland will play one another. It was Virginia defeating South Carolina. It was Vanderbilt and Stanford moving on. Louisville and Kennesaw State, as we just mentioned. Texas and Houston and Oklahoma State and UC Irvine. And it was Houston coming out of that LSU regional. And LSU they faltered at the wrong time. They just fell apart at the wrong time. So, that's what you deal with. And they'll be, they'll come back next year strong. That just tells you the frustrating part about baseball. You can have a tremendous, tremendous season, and things can derail on you at the wrong time. If you're not playing your best ball at the right time, it can all be for naught. Okay, yeah. So that's your super regional matchups here in college baseball. Yeah, and you hit the
you hit the point exactly right. You're looking at a situation where you look at these numbers 1-3, 2-2, 1-3, 1-3, 1-2, 1-1, 1-3, and 2-4. There were a lot of upsets that allowed this to take place. Now, granted, the majority of the teams that were picked to go ahead and win the regional were the winners of the regional. They move on to the super regional. But looking at a team like a Kennesaw State, who has some momentum now, can go into it and possibly bleed a little, not predicting them to do so again because I've learned my lesson on that. But as you said,
we're not making any more predictions.
But as you said, a team like LSU who was playing extremely well, and then once tournament play once they get to the regional, they get beat out, and so
at their place, and I sat up here and made the remarks that's one of the most impossible places to go in and win. Well, obviously it wasn't for Houston, so that's the way baseball is. It's the way its structure is, and again, we want to go back and applaud Griff Gordon and Jacksonville State and what they've done as a program, what he's done. He'll have a chance to play at the next level. Just from some talk, he's already talked to some major league teams. I think he hit about 380 on the season.
That's unreal. Especially now, because of the way the bats have changed.
Double-digit home runs. So a tremendous talent there in Griff Gordon. And, he won't be the last good talent to come out of Alex City. We've got a lot of great baseball players that have come through this city, and we'll continue to have great baseball here in the city of Alexander City. And, we've got great baseball just to the east of us at Dayville. We've got great baseball all around here. So we're excited about, getting more kids to the next level to play college baseball, to play college football, to play college softball. We've got some great programs right over here at Central Alabama Community College that have won national championships within the last year. Dave Jennings will be on to talk about his college golf program here in a little bit. So, it's a great opportunity. And, somebody was saying something last night about Alabama, and Jackie Train has had such a good run at Alabama. But if she loses tonight, that's really it for her. In softball, in men's sports, you have a chance to move on. In softball, and it's sad because some of these girls are outstanding, they don't really have a league to move on to. They can go on and play for the USA team or do some semi-pro stuff, but there's not a league really for them to go into. So a lot of what they have is based in college, and they're so passionate about it, and it at least pays for their education. That's one good thing. They get a scholarship out of it. So, but I kind of like to see a professional softball league.
Yeah,
those girls are unbelievable.
And I can't lie, a league of their own is probably one of my favorite movies ever. So there's want to out there, because we had this same conversation yesterday with a former softball player, a friend of mine, and she was saying how it is an unfair thing. She uses the exact same example with Jackie, saying that she's been so dominant, carried Alabama to the national championship in 2012, doing her best to do it now. And if she loses, what happens to her? So that is one advantage that a player like a Griff has, or even a player like a Kendall Graveman, who even if your season ends on a sour note, you have the opportunity to individually prepare yourself on a professional level.
256-234-6221 to be part of the program here on the Lake Martin Sports Roundup show, sponsored by Bland Insurance Group. And again, Scott, we'll have Tim Rapone with the quarterback club next, and we'll have a youth team on, and then a little bit after 6:30 we'll have Dave Jennings on, and then we'll head over to Sports Blitz Live, myself, Luke Robinson. So we'll have a ton of great guests on this show for you, and we're excited about everybody tuning us in. Kids eat off the kids menu for $1.99 when they come in here in their youth league uniform. So we got a team party going on right here, and you can call up here at JR Sports Bar and Grill and have your team party or have a birthday party or whatever. My son turned 10 last night, and we had our birthday party up here last night after practice. So you can come, call JR's. It doesn't have to be a special occasion. You can just come up here at any time and get some great food and fellowship, Scott. But we're up against our first break of the program. We come back, you'll be with Tim Rake with the Benjamin Russell Quarterback Club, and he's got a lot of great information he wants to deliver to everybody. So stay tuned. More of the Sports Blitz Lake Martin Sports Roundup show presented by the Bland Insurance Group and Alliant Bank right after this.
We're not doing it yet. We're practicing.
Here we go.
We're practicing.
Here we go.
3, 2, 1.
I may need a help on.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Sports Blitz Lake Martin Sports Roundup Show presented by the Bland Insurance Group and Alliant Bank. And again, like we said up here at JR Sports Bar and Grill, an action-packed show. And I want to thank Craig Lee and Mark Worthy for bringing his their 3- and 4-year-old T-ball team up here. They're having their party, and Randy's joined us now. And Craig, first of all, I'll kick it to you, and then we'll go to Randy and let the players introduce themselves because we love having kids up here to talk about, their experiences and especially the coaches. And Craig, now that you have a son in the league, welcome to the club, brother.
I know it. I really appreciate y'all having us on your show. It was an experience for me this year, obviously coaching my oldest son, Graham, and obviously we had a wonderful team, a lot of help. All the kids were great, and, them just learning the basics of the game at this age, you really don't think that they're going to learn that much, but they actually really do. And I think they really all enjoyed it. We had great participation throughout the year, and I just enjoyed it and looking forward to continuing to grow.
The earlier you can get kids introduced to a sport or activity, the better it is. So I know these kids, it may not look like it or feel like it, but they did learn some things this year. And Randy, I'll let you kind of go down the line and let them tell everybody who they are.
What's your name?
Jesse.
How old are you?
4.
4. We're going to have to pick everybody up because
you got to be able to see.
you got to be able to see. Come here, Greg. Come on. All right. Whoa, you heavy. How old are you?
4.
What's your name?
Graham.
This is my nephew right here. All right, come on. Come on, Journey. Journey's not quite as heavy as Graham. What's your name?
Danny.
And how old are you, Journey? She's 3 years old.
3.
Journey 3.
A lot of paparazzi out here. As you can see.
All right. Come on, buddy. All right. What's your name?
I know who that big man is.
4.
This is Landon. Landon, how old are you?
5.
5.
5 years old. Good
Just
job.
turned 5.
Good job. Come here, buddy. All right. I'm getting my workout in tonight.
Aiden.
Hey, how old are you?
4.
4 years old.
Yay.
Yeah, you don't have to go to Anytime Fitness tonight.
No. All right. Come on, buddy.
4.
Is-
Cade, you're 4 years old. All right. Come on, buddy. All right.
Patrick.
Patrick, how old are you?
4.
4 years old. Patrick's a great ball player. All of them are. All right. Come on.
I'm named Braston.
And how old are you?
They're going to show you.
3.
All right. Good deal.
Good deal.
And it's fun to have the T-ball
Yeah.
teams up here and
You going to pick Craig
exciting.
up?
Huh?
You going to pick him up?
No, but Graham's close. He's a heavy boy.
Yeah, that's only one group of our team. We had 13 players on our team, and without it, everybody's help, parents' help, it was just about impossible to be able to do this on your own. So,
Well, you look around and you see the support, and that's what it's all about when you're in the youth leagues and being able to play. And do we have any more, Randy?
Yeah, you want to go ahead and
Yeah, we got a couple
come on
more.
up here, buddy?
Yeah.
All right, come on. All right. What's your name?
Bryce.
Bryce, how old are you?
4.
4 years old. Come here, sweetie. All right. Uh-oh. What's your name?
Major.
And how old are you?
4.
4 years old.
Oh, and we got another one coming.
Anybody else?
Got some more
Y'all come
coming
on.
up.
Y'all come on up.
They got their Superman capes on.
We got Superwoman here. All right. Come here.
that's Riley.
What's your name?
Riley Ruffin.
And how old are you, Riley?
3.
3 years old. She's a confident girl. Come here, buddy. All right. What's your name?
Mouse Ruffin.
And how old are you, Miles?
4.
4 years
4.
old. And we got them all in here.
Well,
I think.
got
Did
one
we?
more
All right,
over
come
there.
here, big boy.
We're getting them all now.
Come here, big man.
Riley.
You want to come up?
I don't think he wants to come up there.
Rylan don't want to come up, so
Is he 3?
3 years old.
It's 3.
Oh,
3 years old. So I appreciate it. You want to come up, buddy? Nah, he's going to say no.
I think that's it.
So I got my workout in,
Yeah,
but I'm
you
glad to have him up here.
Yeah, and again, you come up to JR Sports Bar and Grill, you guys are going to have your party here. The kids eat off the kids menu for $1.99 when they're in their kids' uniform, or in their youth league uniform. So just a lot of fun. Craig, enjoy these days. I turned around last night and looked over at Braden. He's almost as big as I am. He's 10 years old. And I remember when he was 3 and playing in this, and it goes by extremely fast. So, and I know you have another son coming up. Randy will have one in a few years. And to cherish these times, enjoy these times. And I can't say enough about parents getting involved with their kids. Enjoy these times. Make time for it. I know we all have busy schedules, but make time to share this time with your kids.
Absolutely. I want to tell y'all again, I appreciate y'all having us on your show, and JR's for letting us have our event here. It's been a wonderful year, and hopefully we continue to do this later on.
Absolutely. And Craig, thank you and Mark for volunteering to coach, because a lot of times it's a thankless job, but I know it's something that you enjoy, and these kids look up to you guys a tremendous amount. So, again, the 3- and 4-year-old Braves here in Alexander City going to have their team party. I want to thank all these kids for being up here. Stay tuned. More of the Sports Blitz Lake Martin Sports Roundup show presented by Bland Insurance Group and Alliant Bank right after this.
Welcome back, and thanks for joining the Lake Martin Sports Roundup show. Presented to you each and every Tuesday by Bland Insurance Group and Alliant Bank. Live here on location at JR Sports Bar and Grill. A very festive evening. We just had the 5- and 6-year-old Braves on for T-ball, and Wow, as you mentioned off the air, you can remember Sean being that age, and I'm thinking back to my first year playing any type of sports, and that was being on a T-ball team with the Cubs back in the day. But anyway, I want to welcome in a guest of the show and a very good friend of ours, Tim Rape, who is, I guess, is the president of.
No, there's no president.
No president.
No,
okay, no president.
It's captain, co-captain.
Captain.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
My captain. But I wanted to get you up here and talk a little bit before I know you have a fundraiser going on now,
Right.
but before we get on that, having a son on the team, I wanted to get your thoughts. You were at all the games last year, had opportunity to watch spring. What were your thoughts on spring as a whole and then the spring game in itself?
Well, looking at what we've done the last 2 years, I mean, everybody knows we've lost a tremendous lot. I mean, it's going to be rebuilding, and we do have kids that's going to step up and fill in them shoes. I mean, but they're big shoes to fill, and that's what I've told all of them. I mean, some of the coaches and I, we've talked. But, the coaches had them divided up so well during spring. I mean, it was hard to tell. I mean, it's not supposed to count, but, the boys kept counting on some. I mean, we're going to be running back situation. I think we'll be good. Quarterback, Tyree and Cole or whoever steps in. I think they get some experience under them. I think they'll be really good. Oh, Lord, receivers. We're loaded with receivers. Got great speed on the corners. Defense-wise, we're going to be good. I mean, I know our stand-ups. I know our two middle stand-ups with Ryan and Tobias, they're gone, and that hurts because Tobias is a 4-year starter. So, I mean, and other things. But all in all, I think we'll be fine. I mean, they're going to work hard. The boys want it. I know this Sean's class, not just talking about my son, but, I mean, his entire classmen that plays, the juniors this year, they're really fired up, and they're going to push the younger age groups and even the older age group. I mean, because they want it. And then Coach Horn's very optimistic. Coach Smith, I mean, running offense, and Coach Tate and all them, and Coach Burt Calder on defense and everything like that. We got great speed this year. We got a lot of speed, Scott. I mean, probably a lot more than I've seen in years.
Yeah, so you make a great point, too, about this team wanting to work hard, because you look at it when Coach Horn took over for Coach McCombs in that transitional time period, we were going from a spread offense to more of a smash mouth, just different philosophies for everybody that was involved. And so you're also looking at another situation where you have a 4-year quarterback that's leaving, so it's kind of the same. But the one positive I really see about, even though we're losing some of these players, is that the fact that you have the same coaching staff, and these kids have been around this coaching staff long enough to know what they expect of you, and they, like you said, they're going to work. And so,
well, the seniors this year, which is like Sam and Scott, they were the 7th grade when Danny come in. So I mean, they know the system, and we're still gonna smash mouth. But we're also going to stay with the spread a little bit. We're going to throw the ball around some. We're going to do some quicks, and we're going to do some slants. I mean, and you're going to see a lot of new faces on the field this year. And I think you're really going to be surprised at the talent that we really do have, even though we have lost those people.
That's right, and we're here with Tim Rape, captain of the VRHS Quarterback Club. Not to put too much emphasis on that, but I wanted to make sure that I said the correct terminology. But I know you guys have something going on right now, and I wanted to give you an opportunity to discuss the fundraiser that you have going on.
Right. And what this is Quarterback Club's main fundraiser for the year. And when we say how much it is, people sort of shun it because it is expensive. But you have to understand, when those boys, when you see them on the sideline, how much do you think that equipment is that they have on from head to toe? You're looking anywhere from $750 to $1,000, $1,200 is according to what equipment they have on. I mean, every year the helmets have to be X-rayed. If there's a flaw, boom, it's gone. That's $400 a pop when you have to replace a helmet. I mean, and it's expensive food-wise. We have to pay for the gas when we go on trips, charter buses, anything like that. I mean, it costs money, and that's what the Quarterback Club does. I mean, we have to actually raise money because, we don't have the funding like the Hoovers and the Prattville's and the Spain Parks and all the big schools. I mean, we have to get out here and work.
Well, before you say, I want to make emphasis on that because that's something on this show that we talk about a lot. Is just how if we're going to be able to compete with those types of schools, Auburn's, Hoovers, Spanish Forts, those types of schools, then we're going to have to be well funded. And so, as you said, we don't have the same access to the funding that we had previously, but people in the community can provide that with these types of services like that.
I mean, and I know, and again, I mean, I know this little community is beat to death on fundraising, and they have stepped up every year for every occasion, for every fundraiser that's out there, and I appreciate it. Russell Medical Center, they're a godsend, you know, for home meals and everything. JR's here, they do a lot for us. But I mean, you just don't understand how expensive it is until you get in it and behind the scenes and see what it takes to do this for them. So you've got 100 boys and you got a pregame meal, or we got a long enough road trip where we do have two this year, Pale City and Eufaula. We're going to have to stop on the way for them boys to eat. And I mean, you're looking at $1,000 when they step through the door. I mean, that's just, you know, bottom line. But this right here is what we call the drawdown. And this has been going on for years and years and years. And it's a $100 donation, but, I mean, it buys you a ticket. And the last ticket drawn out is guaranteed $4,000 cash. It gets you
Where can I sign up?
Well, I mean, you know, not to say anything. The last 2 years, I have sold the winning ticket. The last 2 years. So, I mean, if you want to buy a ticket, call me, call Bill Hendricks, call Chris up here at JR's or something like that. We can get you a ticket you want. Now, this year we do have something different. You still can buy a single ticket, which is $100, and it gets you 2 steak dinners for 2. Okay, that's all the fixing and stuff like that, and it's at the Elks Lodge. So it's on a Tuesday night. We've always had it on a Tuesday, the middle of June, because of all the football camps, the 7-on-7 and stuff. Everybody wants to do it. The coaches want to be there. They want to see, and they want to tell the public they appreciate what they do for them. But this year, you can buy 2 and get 1 free. So you buy 2 tickets, you get a 3rd one free. That's 3 chances at that $4,000 and 6 steak dinners, and you can come down and talk all the bull you want to talk, you know, and everything like that. And then, you know, just sit around and have a good time. But, I mean, I can't emphasize enough that if you only knew what it cost to put a kid on the sideline for football, this new concussion stuff, Scott, it is unbelievable how much this stuff costs. Unbelievable. And they are sticklers. And, you know, so, I mean, if you feel like, I know it's 2 weeks from tonight, okay? And, you know, if you can, and you don't have to mind yourself, you can get 5 of you to go in, but only 2 of you can come. But you can get 5 people to go in. That's $20 a piece. Divide 4,000 by 5.
I'll take it.
Me too.
I'll take it.
I mean, it's a good thing to do for the public, and the public has stepped up in the past. And, you know, we've set a goal this year to sell 200 tickets. That'll be 20,000 minus the 4,000 minus the food we have to buy, stuff like that. If we can profit at least $10,000 to $11,000 off of this, that will go a long way, because, you know, first home game against BC Rain this year, y'all going to see a big surprise on the sideline. I'm not letting the cat out of the bag, but, I mean, y'all are going to see something that you haven't seen in about 10 years.
Well, that's awesome. Well, Tim, what can someone do if they're interested in becoming a member of the quarterback club? What would you need to do?
Okay, call me, myself, Chris up here, or Bill Hendricks. They're in town, of course. You know, I work out of town, and I'm not around the computer all day long. But, I mean, if you want to help, by all means, ask. And you can help all you want to help serve the boys pregame meals, to help, go down before the ball game start in the end zone. I know a lot of the mothers and the Debbie Horn, God bless her. I mean, she don't have anybody there this year besides Coach Horn, but she's going to be there. She leads the prayer before every ball game in the end zone. And I know y'all seen it looking down out of the press box. You see all the parents around the boys. They make a big circle around the whole football team, and they say a prayer for them. If you want to do that, by all means, go down there. I mean, get involved. I mean, quarterback clubs, the public quarterback club meetings, they're going to be on sale starting at registration over here at the high school, and then season tickets. But if you want to buy one now, by all means, call one of us three. Anybody you know that has one of the coaches, see them. They'll get in touch with me, and I will come meet you. And that way, and that quarterback club membership is $50. You get 4 meals for 2. See great speakers, and hopefully we got a huge surprise this year for one speaker. And we're working on that really hard. And the parking pass. You get the best parking that you can get at the Sportsplex. Just that $50 is going to save you about $75 for the year. If you come to the meetings and eat, you get about $125 for $50.
That's awesome, Tim. There you have it. That's Tim Rake, captain of the Benjamin Russell Quarterback Club. You can contact Bill Hendricks, or Chris McClure here at JR's, and they'll take care of you. Anything you need to know about buying a ticket for the raffle or being a part of the quarterback club in general. Tim, we appreciate you.
Thank you, man.
The show. More of the Late Morning Sports Roundup show presented to you by Bland Insurance Group and Alliant Bank right after this.
Come over.
I'll see you over there.
Hey, you got it. Come here out. We need to step up.
3, 2, 1.
You're gonna take this strong tonight.
Welcome back into the Late Morning Sports Roundup show, presented to you by Bland Insurance Group and Alliant Bank here with head golf coach for Central Alabama Community College, Dave Jennings. Dave, thanks for joining us.
Thanks so much. I appreciate it. I haven't talked to you in elementary school in quite a while, Scott.
Yes.
This sounds like a wild man's room.
Yeah, this is kind of what this Tuesday show is about. We try our best to make
It
sure
is so
we
cool.
cover local. But, yeah, this is a great scene right here at JR's, having this T-ball team up here, and everybody's been talking about how they can remember being younger, being around that type of age group. So, again, I thoroughly enjoyed it. But I know the last time that we spoke, we were gearing up for nationals, but we'll wait a minute to discuss on that. But with the season over,
right?
What's next for Central Alabama?
We've got just a great – I just absolutely love this incoming freshman year, Scott. I've got 2 international players coming in. That'll be the first time I have 2 internationals in the same year, one from London and one from Finland. And then I've got a young man coming out of Hoover, another out of New York, who's actually an NCAA Division II transfer. He's from Upper New York, and so he's not a New Yorker. He's a good guy out of just small town good guy out of northern New York, and then another out of Metter, Georgia, which is over in the Savannah area. But these guys are studs, and my returners are going to have to work awful hard this year just to keep up with these guys.
Well, a few weeks ago, I had the luxury of having one of your former golfers on, Baxter Reeves, and we were speaking about, what is it about Central Alabama that makes it such a draw? And the first thing he said was Coach Jennings. And so everyone that I've spoken to has had so much praise for you on that. But I'm sitting up here talking to you. You've got the ring on your hand now. So how much has that aided in being able to recruit guys now?
Thanks, man. And Baxter, he's a treat. It's good to have him back at Willow Point working this summer. Winning nationals was tremendous. That was huge. Of course, all the work that Coach Maxie Bowles did in, the 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s. Holy cow, he was there for quite a while. And then John Sadie, the other coach, he won 2 nationals. But this particular one, after we reinstated in 2001, this was our first one. But it's been amazing at the quality of players and actually academic quality, too. It's not like they're dumb athletes. I mean, these are quality kids that are getting in contact with me that want to come to Alex City and go to school. And so I'm just excited and thrilled and feel very blessed to be wrapped up in all of this. And it is a blast. It is a blast.
Well, what do you look for in a potential golfer? I know academically they have to be strong, so that's first. But what, skill set are you looking for in particular? Because I know that you're real meticulous about getting around the green area, so I know that has to be one of the main components of their game.
Short game is extremely important, but Scott, honestly, if I can get a kid and he's a good communicator, he's not, there are those people that are good players that are, very just on their own, but people that'll get along, people that respect others, and people that respect their elders and like their instructors. Those guys that'll listen, the kids that have some ability to create, manage their time. Because when they go from high school and mom and dad are going, okay, son, wake up for school, okay, it's time to study, da-da-da, they don't have that in college, right? Just like you don't when you go into business world. But if a young man has figured out that, okay, I've got these hours to deal with, I got to do my studying, I got to go grocery shopping, I got to eat, I got to do my practice too. I mean, you are just leaps and bounds ahead of the other guys, and that's where we've been really fortunate, and that's why I think we had another year where we were Team Academic All-Americans. This year we didn't finish as well at nationals, and I'm going to just segue right into that. But we finished 8th. We were up in Burlington, Iowa. We were under just really peculiar conditions. Excuse me. But Burlington, Iowa, where we'd wake up in the morning. We just left here. It was 85, and when we got there, it was 30. We wake up, it was 37 degrees. Wind is just howling. We were playing a golf course that was extremely mean, different kinds of grass conditions, and we beat 14 other golf teams up there, and we beat all the other teams in the nation that weren't there at nationals, sure, but 8th is not bad, but it doesn't smell anything as good as it does when you're winning.
Absolutely.
But I really thought that we had a great chance at 3rd place going into the last day. The final 9 holes just kicked us right in the teeth. But I tell you what, this has been a fabulous year. My freshmen learned a lot. And if they do what they're supposed to be doing and do what they're instructed to do by me, and I think that they should come back a great deal stronger. But I just am so proud of one of our players who's going to Mississippi State, and that's Tim Walker. I mean, I couldn't have asked for anybody to do anything any more better. I mean, he just did everything just right, and he was the #1 player in the United States in junior college golf. And
well, I hate to. What does that mean in particular? So does that just mean scoring wise? I'm sure there was some other components to it, but he was at the top of the scoring for each tournament that you guys were in.
Well, start from the very first tournament. He won the first tournament coming out, and so it was scoring average. It was strength of field that he played in. I mean, there are a number of factors that go into the difficulty of the golf course, of the venue, okay? And so, but from the very, very first week of competition in September till we finished our national championship, Tim led all the polls. And that was the junior college polls, that was the Ping, that was the Nike, that was the Golf Week. I mean, but he just, and never got a head about it, never got a big head. And he was encouraging and helping our other teammates, our freshmen that were really trying to go, hey, if I want to get better, I'm going to hang around the guy that is good, And shoot, he'd work with him, play golf with him, and just share information with him. And and Tim's going to be going to Mississippi State. Mississippi State's getting a heck of a package.
Well, that's what I want to discuss with you as well, and we'll talk about that. Is your team, as you mentioned, is going to Mississippi State. You had Baxter and
John Michael.
They both go to Cincinnati. So we're starting to see our players go on, and not that it just started recently. There's been a trend of guys going on to the next level to play. But how important is that to be able to tell a potential recruit coming in and say, listen, this is our track record here, and if you come here and you do what you're supposed to do, you have an opportunity to go in and play at the next level as well.
Well, I do not recruit, Scott, any player that doesn't have a 4-year plan. Things change. A kid may decide he wants to be an engineer. If he really wants to be an engineer, he's not going to be a golfer. I mean, at that level. And that's fine, because I've had 2 of those guys, and they are now making a great living as an engineer, and that's what this is all about anyway, But if they don't have a 4-year college degree plan, then they need to move on outside of Alex City, because I'm not bringing him in. I don't care how good he is. I want all my guys to work, strive, get good grades, and work really hard and become very, very good players and good guys. And so far, so good. But every one of my sophomores have graduated, and they're all going to continue their golf career in college. Alex Brownell's going to Huntington. Jacob Stinson is going to University of North Alabama. Andrew Clasing is going to Georgia Southern. And with Georgia Southern was at Nationals this year. They're a heck of a team. And then, like I said, Tim's going to Mississippi State. So that is my goal, to make darn sure if I'm doing my job well, my guys move on. If I'm starting to falter and I don't push my guys to go to that next level, that's the time someone needs to tap me on the shoulder and say, Dave, here's a rocking chair, and a cane pole.
Well, I don't think that'll be happening anytime soon. As I said, everyone that I've spoken to, former player and potentials, have all said the same thing, and so I know that you have a great system going on there. But we're up against another break. I'll get you back on for another segment. We'll maybe talk about some upcoming golf tournaments on the professional level.
Sounds great. Sounds great.
More of the Lake Morton Sports Roundup Show presented to you by Bland Insurance Group and Alliant Bank right after this.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome back, and thanks for joining the Late Morning Sports Roundup show. We're at the last segment of tonight's show, and we've had a very, very impactful evening. We've had guests from the Benjamin Russell Quarterback Club, Tim Rape, discussing some raffle tickets that are going on there in the upcoming season. We also had the opportunity to interview Craig Lee and some others from the Braves, 5 and 6-year-old T-ball team. So a very exciting show here at JR Sports Bar and Grill. But again, we're here. I mean, it's just a circus. But we have a guest here again. We're here with Dave Jennings, who's the head coach of the Central Alabama Community College golf team, and we're discussing some potential recruits or recruits that we have coming in to Central Alabama this year and how nationals went. But talking off air, you had a very interesting story that you want to discuss about meeting Jack Nicholson.
Yeah, this was really cool. Every year, a special award goes out to college kids of every division, Scott, of Division 1, 2, 3, NAIA, and junior colleges, and it's called the Jack Nicklaus Award, and it's selected after all the nationals. So last week I got a phone call that Tim was actually selected for the Jack Nicklaus Award, and it is given at Muirfield Village up in Columbus, Ohio, right during his tournament, the Memorial Tournament on Sunday. And Tim, unfortunately, has gone back to Australia and just couldn't grab a flight. I mean, by the time he, found out, I don't know if he could have gotten back here physically anyway, unless George Jetson brought him over. But he, so they asked if I'd come up and accept the award for him. And you want to talk about some kind of spoiled. This was unbelievable. Jack Nicklaus was so engaging with the players and the coach. There was another coach there whose player couldn't make it because of U.S. Open qualifying conflict. But he was absolutely spectacular. The venue, the Muirfield Village, is like blow away great. But the neat thing, Tim goes in as a Jack Nicklaus Award winner. They have a perpetual trophy that they keep on site. Now they give all the participants, all the recipients, a trophy, but the big one that stays on site, Tim's going to be right there against, or his name's going to be right there with Patrick Rogers, and Patrick is now the #1 amateur in the world. He played for Stanford, and Stanford won the stroke play, or they were the low team for the stroke play part of the NCAA championship, which they just finished playing up in Hutchinson, Kansas. But anyway, Jack Nicklaus, he's always been like, a sports hero of mine. Just one of those guys that, you'd love to have. You'd love to trade places if you're going to trade places with a guy. But with how he worked with those kids that were winners and recipients, he spent an hour and a half on the final round of this humongous tournament that he hosts up there, which is his baby. It was just fabulous. It was fabulous, and I have so much more respect and appreciation for him, and I'm just and so blessed to have been able to be part of that. I'm telling you, it was well worth me flying out at 6 o'clock and getting home midnight the following night.
Well, before we let you go, I wanted to get your thoughts real quick on a couple things. One, Tiger Woods will not be participating in the U.S. Open, so do you think this 2 majors now he won't be there? Will we ever see him get to 18?
I don't know. I just hope that we get to see him come back, really. Tiger, and, I'm no Nostradamus by any stretch, but you watched how aggressive Tiger swung as a young man, in the last 25 years now. He just went after it. He went after it. Something's going to give. You cannot keep your foot to the floor on a car all day long without something blowing up.
Yes,
I just hope that they can repair him. He's too good for golf for us to lose, especially at this age. Because he's got all of his 40s.
Oh, absolutely. That's really prime time golf for him at that point. I think they're trying to kick us off.
Are they?
Yeah, I think they're getting rid
of us.
And
I was liking Justin a lot, I swear. Hey, buddy, thanks so much for having me.
Yes, sir, Dave. We appreciate it. We're up against the end of the show. Sports Blitz Live is up next on Channel 80. You can check that out there. We appreciate you joining us. See you next week.